So we're going to leave the canal now. Going to leave Chris as he fishes away. Someone who's out enjoying the nature that surrounds us. Wonderful part of Essex. Very, very nice man. It's lovely, isn't it, when you stop and you talk to people and you're friendly. My experience is you get a lot of that back. And as Chris said, we're going to go down Neville's Cut. And it's not only this path, apparently it's this woodland that's also part of known as Neville's Cut. Now further on down here, Chris has told us that there are terrapins. Wouldn't that be something if we could see them? Oh, it feels nice being in the shade. That sun's getting hot already. Really hot. Wonder if you can hear the sound of water. So we're just going over to coming up to a bridge, and I'm not sure which authority, whether it's the Ministry for Agriculture and Rural Affairs or whatever. Oh, a white duck. That's quite unusual. Disturbed a couple of egrets over there. The next bridge that we come along is an eel monitoring station. I can remember as a child, Brentwood High Street, there was a fishmonger, and I was always fascinated by the live eels that he'd have. Very, very beautiful fish to eat. Not sure if they are a fish or not. Forgive my ignorance if they're not. A very famous psychiatrist called Sigmund Freud spent over a decade trying to research and find out how eels bred, where they bred. To no avail, so he gave up and became a psychiatrist. Okay, Mr. Freud. But the eels, very, very interesting. So they can move from this, which is salt water, seawater, and survive just as well in fresh water. Down here are the works of an eel migration survey, trying to work out the numbers of the eels. They're very, very indicative not only about how their species are doing, but also how the general environment's doing. So they'll spend the first part of their life having been born in the Sargasso Sea, just off of the coast of southern America, northern southern America, cast along in egg shape, egg form. That was a woodpecker. How fortunate. And they'll be carried along by the ocean currents. And then on a lee moon, a moon that's only just begun, they'll metamorphose into elvers. Very, very young, pale, glassy looking eels. Used to be a popular food when they were more prolific. And they'll start swimming upstream. And they'll spend the rest of their life They then become young eels, and they grow into, when they change from the eggs to the elvers, they've got a voracious appetite, they eat loads and loads of microfauna. So they've migrated overland, up rivers, and they're known as yellow eels, and that's a juvenile adolescent phase. And then from yellow eels they'll go to the black eels, to the full-grown mature adults, and they are superb eating, really, really nice eating. And they're in decline, like a lot of our aquatic life. There's a plant here, Himalayan balsam. That's a pest introduced. Struggle to think how they'll control that. So this is the bridge over Neville's Cut. I'm going to approach it quietly and gently because down here quite usual to see fish. I do hope for anybody that's watching this that the footage is adequate to capture those fish. So this water isn't particularly clear at the moment. Bearing in mind we're downstream from a water treatment work, I'll leave you to work out what I suspect is discolouring the water. You'll notice that the bank underneath the water, brown, dead. That wasn't the case a few years ago. What a pity. What an absolute pity. So this is a series of channels that are used to maintain and to... Oh my goodness me. And there's our terrapin. Ha! Well, how about that? We are very, very fortunate today. Ha! Oh my goodness me. So yeah, these waterways are a way of just controlling and managing the level in the canal. More recently, in the history of the canal, the waterworks and the sewage treatment works have been established about a mile, 2 miles further up canal, upstream from here. And with the scandals that have been going on with the water industry, I wonder if this is evidence of it. What was once a very clear piece of water with a sandy bottom where schools of young fish would bask and feed is now a dead, silted up wasteland. Shocking. I'm just about to go off on a diatribe about the iniquities of it, but you know what, when the people that are responsible for this, not the workers, the CEOs, the heads of the companies, are still drawing multi-million pound bonuses after it's been accepted that this is what their inactions or actions have caused. How's that right? I wonder if they knew that there's a realistic prospect of them being sent to jail, having financial penalties exacted on them. I wonder if this would be allowed to go on, and it makes more sense to poison, to kill a river in the financial sense. I suspect something needs to change. Oh my. So, another very, very pretty vista. Better than sitting indoors and doom scrolling, hey?